Okay, I restarted the recording. If you're watching this on YouTube, we tried streaming this, but I have new headphones, and I didn't set up the stream audio to work with my new headphones, so you couldn't hear anybody else except for me or the music or anything. But now it's
Okay, I can move
working.
my
We're gonna
microphone
try
now.
this again. Candy
Hold on.
26
Oh,
clap.
because you decided to buy some AirPods.
You know what? I stand by that purchase.
Listen, they couldn't hear us. They have AirPods. Okay. Give me a moment. I'm gonna unplug my microphone because I need to move it.
Okay. Oh, you know what? That was something I did to keep my hair out of my face, and I wore a dad hat. I don't know if it's a dad hat. It's like a baseball hat.
Yeah.
So I wore that to keep the hair out of my face. That's what I'm gonna do right now.
I should be louder. I don't know how louder I am.
You are
Probably
a little bit louder.
better.
It's good.
Okay. All right. Well, I get a second chance to read this cooler and nicer.
Yeah.
I'll read it just as good as I read it before, though, because I am disappointing. Hi, everyone. I read this. Shush. I'm reading. We're starting now.
As we were before.
Candy 26. Hello. John stares at his phone for a while, thumb pressed against the space below the send message button. He realizes he's not dwelling so much on the content he's hesitating to send, which, now that he's looking at it, seems no less vapid than anything he tends to bother Trezzy with online, as he is on the nature of this correspondence they have, and his peculiar semi-annual need to bother her in this way at all. What is the relationship they have, he wonders. Does he even care that much? Does she? Well, if he doesn't care that much, and there's nothing to it, then why does he do it? Why does he seem to put care into the nonsense he batters her with? He supposes he could ask the same of many features of his life. Why does he care? Why does he put the time in? When you can't shake the feeling that nothing here has much intrinsic meaning or rings as canon? To drop a term he has to admit has worn out some welcome in his vocabulary? How does one justify even leaving the house? He thought he was over this, that he got his moping out of his system those first 2 years on Earthsea, and then started getting his life on track. He got married, he had a kid. That fixes everything, right? He wonders if this intermittent check-ins with Terezi have less to do with her personally, and more to do with gravitating towards someone who's still out there. Someone who could still lay credible claim to functioning as an agent of relevance. A person who hasn't entirely forfeited their volitional integrity just yet. Like a guy with a wife and a kid. Not a bad joke, he just told himself, he has to admit. But it's not satisfying, because it's probably not the answer. The truth is, he thinks he just keeps testing Terezi because she's the only one he knows who isn't here. John drifts aimlessly through the atmosphere for hours, thinking, but not thinking. The forest grows thin, alien. He floats over the border of the Troll Kingdom, where the grass starts to get sparse and gray, and sets down in a quarry surrounded by bare, thorny bushes. Instead of flowers, they're sprouting throbbing yellow pustules. John touches a branch, and one of the pustules bursts, leaking mustard-colored slime everywhere. How could you be homesick for a place like this? John wonders. Then he remembers Terezi once told him about a place she grew up in. A quiet forest of blueberry and cotton candy. A canopy so dense she had to walk minutes from her house to be exposed to the sun. Even Alternia had beauty in it. But John is sure that Earthsea probably replicates it the same way it replicates everything else. Thin and garish and fake. Fakeity fake. A bad photocopy with the ink settings turned to high contrast. A sunrise that casts no shadows. He's been contemplating this melodramatically for maybe 10 minutes when the sky rips open above him and flashes violent waves of red and green across the landscape. Having dead trolls deposited from the sky like this is far from unusual these days, but what comes plummeting out from the rips in space above this time isn't troll-shaped at all. It looks more like a meteor, a flash of metal and fire screaming towards the planet, trailing thick black smoke behind it. It outpaces the flames for a moment, and John recognizes it. It can't be. There's no way. And yet, there's no mistaking it. It's his father's car. A whole ton of white metal oxidizing in the heat, the windows all smashed open. If anyone's in there, he can't make them out. John feels like he watches the car descend and crash against the earth in slow motion. It hits the ground with an impact that reverberates for miles. He's never moved so fast as he does to reach the carrier. He skids to a stop at the rim. Below, the car is twisted and steaming, curled into horrible, jagged edges, but the back half is mostly intact. He sends a thrust of wind through the back of the carriage to blow both doors off and crawls into the inside to examine the seats. Just to make absolutely certain no one was in it when it crashed. The metal of the frame is still so hot, the air around it is sizzling, but John doesn't care. The back seat is a mess. It's smeared with shaving cream? With little bits of something strewn about. He pinches some of the dry, brown, flaky substance and sniffs it. Is this tobacco? Mingling with the shaving cream, there are red bloodstains, but no flesh or bones or anything signifying the remains of a person. John puts a hand to his chest and sighs with relief? Disappointment? He has no idea what he was hoping to find in here. Not his father, right? That would be stupid. Who needs to put eyes on their own father's corpse twice in one lifetime? But then, he sees it.
A second dad corpse.
Oh,
I'm recycling my jokes too, I know.
Oh, you're right. A streak of teal smudged along the top ridge of the seat cushion, and a center of a red, bloody handprint. With wide eyes, John reaches out and runs his thumb over it. It chips under his nail, the same consistency as human blood, the same color as Terezi's text. He rubs the flaky crust between his fingers. He only stopped talking to her a few hours ago. Time passes differently out there, as he's often reminded. She was so sure she was dying. Was this it? Was this how she... John reels back, nausea striking him in the pit of his stomach. What kind of twisted coincidence is this? Why is he finding this now? If Terezi was here, why? Who was she bleeding with in the back of his father's car? It finally hits him. Not just that he hasn't seen Terezi in years, or that he's never going to see her again. It's that he never was going to see her again. It was over before it began. John's body is drenched in sweat. He staggers away from the mangled car, his eyes stinging from the heat. He rips his glasses off and looks up to the sky, an unfocused and unspecific field of color and possibility. It looks like a flat canvas to him, yet behind its flatness he knows it stretches back through an infinite expanse of pointlessness, a limitless field of uncaring. It seems to mock him. He points his eyes at the sympathetic dirt instead. The soft earth seems to beckon him, and he finds himself sinking into his knees, fingers digging into the disrupted soil. It's still warm, humming with energy from the car's meteoric fall. The sight of his arms stretched out in front of him warps in his blurry field of vision, bending and shimmering in the dying light. John realizes he's crying when the first wet droplets fall onto the back of his hands. They mingle with the dirt around him, turning the comforting earth into sticky mud. He doesn't get it, and he never has. A choked sob forces his way out of his chest. His fingers flex into claws, gathering up dirt into his shaking fists. He bears down until his knuckles turn white and his fingernails press sharply into the flesh of his palms. The pain makes him feel real. All he's ever wanted is to be real. Then, as if not quite finished with the sky just yet, he turns his gaze upward to give it one last angry look. He looked consumed in that moment by the acuteness of his physicality and the overwhelming scale of his cosmic irrelevance. His lungs fill with air, and he releases all his years of pent-up frustration and anger and guilt and doubt and weakness and pain and misery in a blood-curdling shout that sounds more like it's from the mouth of an animal more than a man. John screams at the merciless sky until his throat is raw and he has no energy left even to cry. No one hears him. And even if they had, it wouldn't matter.
Huh.
Honestly, I thought for a second that when they were talking about how his lungs filled up with air, I thought he was about to have some crazy power shit happen.
Yeah, me too.
He's just about to fucking like, I'm a fire laser, blah, at the sky.
Super Saiyan 413.
Friggin' what's the? That's gotta be a Pokemon power when a Pokemon power where a character like breathes in air and freaking throws it out. You know what I mean? Wind gust or whatever it's called. I don't know. I've never played Pokemon. Y'all probably have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have played Pokemon.
I need to write the Juniper Epilogues review. I thought this was okay. You know, it was well written and everything. Nice to see the car again. I don't know what the fuck is happening with that.
Nice to see. Yeah, I like seeing car. I can't believe the car died though. That's kind of sad.
Moment when your
And also
character dies.
I forgot to review the M30. So I gotta write a review for that before I can do C26.
I thought you said you were done writing reviews.
Oh no, I'm not like writing full ones. But I still have to put the scores up in the thread.
I thought you said I thought that's what you meant. Like you were done doing that and you were just gonna say the scores in the stream.
Oh, no. I still have them in the thread. For a couple of them, I just have watch the streams and then I put the score. Anyway, I think M30 was probably 1 out of 2. That seems right.
M30?
M30, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were reading this chapter.
Yeah, I am also going to review this chapter, so this is C26.
I like the part where it was just all words, and there was no text from any of the characters.
Words.
Words. You know, I'm glad that it told us exactly how John felt. Like we couldn't discern it.
Yeah, he was pretty emotional.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of all the times John freaking cried in the comic. To be fair, and like it's like 2 times. We don't see John ever go like angry scream a lot.
Alright, I'd say that was a 1.5. That was pretty good.
It was
Yeah.
decent. Yeah.
Also, what the fuck is up with the car?
Alternate
well-
timelines, bitch.
Well,
I mean-
clearly they're not in it, so it had to
I
have
mean,
been taken.
clearly the implication is that it came from meat. Just like
Yes.
just like Alt Cali and Jade came from meat. But now there's like 2 Alt Calis. There's one in meat and there's one in candy. And like, what the fuck is up with that?
Alternate
I don't-
timelines.
I don't know if it's maybe it might be 2 different ones, but I think it's the same one. I think that in Meat, when they were talking about how the Jade was going toward that it's the same Jade that's in Candy, as in
I
that same
just
body
realized
crashes.
I just realized why all this shit's going on and shit's getting all weird.
Why?
Remember, Dirk killed himself in the Candy timeline. He doesn't control anything anymore.
I mean, yeah, I already knew that.
Yeah.
But
Nobody's narrating anything in this one. They literally, like, anything could happen.
I think
And
I think
what do you
that
think?
I think that Alt Cali came here from the meat timeline, but also now that she's here, and she clearly has the narrating powers that Dirk does, as shown in Meat, who's to say that she's not narrating Candy?
I mean, it would be in red text, probably, and the only reason I think he even wants to narrate
Dirk was
is
narrating.
because Dirk is.
No, June has a point.
Yeah, Dirk was narrating Meat the whole time.
Yeah, we didn't know it was Dirk until he revealed himself.
The only difference here is that Kelly isn't revealing herself.
It could be.
John cried at Con Air once, I think.
But I think no matter what timeline they're in, I think they can still narrate either one because they said that their vision, because Dirk knew about Candy.
Yeah, he did.
So they can still see into the other timelines and technically narrate them.
No.
Okay. No.
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 No. I don't want to explain my reasoning.
Do it, Howard.
I don't want to explain my reasoning.
Remember, he finished it.
Because I've read it already.
Yeah.
Oh.
I will
So
be
we'll
right back.
understand later or something?
My cat is meowing at my door. Unless you guys want to hear my cat.
Meow.
I want to hear your cat. That sounds nice.
Hey.
I'm a member of the Midnight Crew. I'm a wise out of the night. Fuck, I messed it up. On and singing the same old song.
My cat's in my lap, but she doesn't want to meow.
Okay.
Bitch.
So,
Little baby.
she's had to be out in the garage for a couple weeks because of coronavirus and all that.
Because what?
That's fair.
Oh, right.
Coronavirus.
We have not been caring about our cats. I mean, all of them go outside, but we haven't done anything yet, so I don't think anything's gonna happen.
My cat is an outdoor cat, so he's gonna be outside regardless.
Okay.
My cats
I
are
like-
just, here.
I like this chapter so much, I read it twice. Wait, no, I only read it once. You can get to hear that part. Oh, don't worry about it.
Technically, you read it 3 times.
Oh shit, you're right.
Here, you can hear my cat purring. Here, there you go.
Peering.
I can hear that.
Oh.
It's so cute. So cute. So we gotta assign roles here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even have a voice in mind for Harry Anderson. But part of me just wants.
A voice before.
What was his voice before?
It was mine, I think.
Yeah, it was yours.
Do you remember what it was?
It was a child's voice.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's older now, right?
Oh yes, 10
Yes,
years
he's
later.
older.
Yeah, 10.
Wait,
Yeah, 10 years. So he's like.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yes, I've got-
god!
Wait a
He's a
minute.
teenager.
Wait a minute.
So John screams to the ground and 10 years cut.
He screams.
Oh my god!
John's been screaming for 10 years.
Imagine watching
Weren't
fucking.
they like in their 20s, so now they're in their 30s or some shit? Or how old are they now?
Oh my god, they're
Oh,
in their
no, they're-
40s now.
They're in their 40s, dude. They're almost boomers.
Wait,
Oh
this
my
means
God.
that they're the same age that they're in Homestuck 2, which means I should show you a picture of Harry Anderson for reference.
Oh no, he looks great.
He looks great, actually.
He's adorable.
I need to hang on. I'm gonna send a picture of him in the chat.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna send more than one. I think his character design is actually really good.
Like the character designs.
Oh,
I know.
cute Harry Anderson.
I don't really care about Homestuck.
Oh no, me
Too.
neither. Me
But
neither. I see it
they
as a
look pretty
fashion
good.
show.
But they look pretty good. So I'll give him that. The character looks pretty good.
I've said it before. I read him as a fashion. I read it as a fashion show. I think that most of the characters look really good.
Yeah, no, like the kid designs, they look great.
Yeah, the Omega kids look really good.
No, like hang on, I got a gif of all 3 of them. Like, look at them.
Oh.
They're all great.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is that so it's Harry Anderson, Tavros, and Vriska?
Yeah, and by the way, literally what reason was there to name that poor kid Tavros? They have no connection.
I mean, the same reason why Harry Potter named all of his kids after the people he knew. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Spite.
I know what you mean.
Spite to the reader. I mean, why is he called Harry Anderson? The whole idea was freaking. Whenever John saw that person, he'd be like, "Who's this dude?"
Honestly, I love all three of them.
Yeah. Then again, it's probably
Yeah.
better than him being called, I don't know, freaking.
I'm gonna get so much
Whatever.
shit,
I don't
but
care.
I'm
What?
like, as much as there's shit that I hate about both me and Candy, it's like I also like it. Oh, it's such a mixed bag.
Like, okay, it's
I'm
like,
not too upset with it. All right.
the way I see it is like there's a new thing that like came out for one of your favorite series, and you don't know how to feel about it because there's some really good parts, but there's also shitty parts that are equally as bad.
You know what? It's like real life.
You know what? That's pretty accurate.
To be fair, I think they literally just turned the epilogues into Homestuck, but more realistic. But with it still like they've turned them all into actual humans. You know, like these are now actual people doing actual people things, and
The
you know what? They
Silex is
fuck
gone,
up
and
bad.
it's so sad.
They fuck up bad.
Yeah.
I just noticed something. Harry Anderson has a bag. There are humans with backpacks. The Silex is gone. The Silex
You're
is
right.
gone.
The Silex
Thank
no
God.
longer exists.
This is
Thank
so
God.
This
What
is
the
so
frick?
fucked. This is so fucked up.
Oh my
Unless
God,
that person on the
there's a
right
boomer
isn't
thing,
holding
right?
a phone,
Hang
and that's a
on.
Siledex
No, that's
card.
actually,
No,
Hang on, no,
absolutely a
there's
phone.
that can be turned into a boomer thing. It's like you kids have it so easy these days. You don't even know.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. Everyone has a backpack and all that. They open up the backpack. It's just filled with Silex cards. It's a big wallet.
See, the thing is, that's a really funny joke, and it's also a joke that I'd made in my comic, that I'm doing with my comic, where she fucking gets in her room, and she opens her backpack, and it's like, wow, this was really heavy on the way in here, and then she opens it, and her fucking inventory system is inside.
I always thought that if people on Earthsea, they just all be using the wallet,
Yeah, that would make the most sense.
or at least or some form of nerfed wallet, so they can't pick up the Earth.
Imagine buffing the wallet so you could pick up. Oh my god, no, you could pick up planets. Oh wait, no, that was just because Jade. That was just because Jade made them small. That was just because Jade made them small.
Yeah, no.
Are you sure?
If you became like a whatever of space, then you could do that.
No, that was because of. Oh no, wait, no. Size powers were because of space. It's hard to tell which was because of the green sun and which was because of the powers inherent to the class.
You could pick up the frog, and that means you pick up the universe.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Hey, we should read.
Yeah, we should probably read.
Too much.
Anyway, if you want to still do Harry Anderson, there's just a visual reference for you.
Okay,
And then
that's great.
who wants to do?
But there's also Vriska because I'm a little Scorpio, but I mean, like, it don't have to be Vriska, and I did voice Harry Anderson to begin with.
You don't. You could voice Vriska. I can do Harry Anderson.
All right, shit. Let's
I don't know
go.
what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna
Wait,
figure
is
it
it
out.
like the Vriska we know, or like
This is Vriska 2.
Okay.
Oh, this is the new one. This isn't.
Y'all should look at all the characters that are in here, though. I mean,
This
it's
is
fun.
This is Vrissy, formerly known as Vriska.
Oh shit, we got all the others in here too.
Shit, really?
So these are the kids that.
In a moment.
There's
It's a
so
pretty
many
cool-
people
I'm
in
only
this
still
one.
here.
My god.
Give me a moment.
Oh my god. Oh my
You better
god.
get your car cat voice ready.
It's always ready.
Yes, baby.
Are you talking to me?
No. No, I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm gonna...
Okay.
One thing I don't like about my AirPods is that I have to keep charging them. They don't last for
Yes,
24
that's
hours like
how-
my regular headphones do, and I'm gonna keep talking until.
That's
it
how
lets me hear you
wireless
again.
things work.
So, I'm delaying it. I'm delaying it. Come on, let me hear things again. Is it really taking this long? Come on.
Yeah.
They should make it. They should make an AirPods that you can plug in.
AirPods, you piece of shit. Please, come on.
You're already complaining so much about them, and you just got.
You're
I'll
gonna go back to your other ones.
I'll read narration
Come on,
and
AirPod.
John. I think I did Solix, but I did
Oh,
Solix
you piece
awfully.
of-
I literally just did like.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. I think we're good. I opened the case again. Why did I open the case? Ah. These fucking headphones are gonna kill me.
Are you ready for your death?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
They're working again.
How would you like to die today?
I would.
Which, if you
Absolutely
upgrade
not.
to the platinum plan, we can have your death delivered to you right now.
Well, actually, because of all all the
Amazon
stuff that's been going on, it can only be delivered within 10 to 20 days.
Don't worry, it's a necessity. We'll provide expedited shipping.
Okay. You better hold on to your word.
Don't test
Don't
me.
break your iPad, iPod, AirPod.
What do you mean? I don't have AirPods.
I'll talk about whoever slammed.
That was her.
me.
Oh, don't slam.
Oh god.
I will
Okay.
slam if I want.
I think I've worked out a
Come on,
concept
slam.
voice for Harry
I'm
Anderson in my
not
head.
to the gym.
Here's my. Oh, I already worked out a Harry Anderson voice.
Oh.
Are you ready?
I want to hear yours.
Oh,
Okay.
I already.
Hey, my name's Harry Anderson.
And my name is
You may
also
know
Harry
me.
Anderson.
From
And my name's
From-
Harry Anderson.
you may know me from Homestuck 2.
I think you should read all of Homestuck.
Okay. Again?
Yes.
Again.
God no.
I think
fuck,
you should voice every character.
I'm gonna
I've
have
already
to do
read
that
it
with
like 6
Josh, and it's gonna
times.
be a nightmare.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't
I've already read it like
think
6
about it
times,
too
so
I
I
mean-
think I'm good.
He went through a couple like of the Let's Read episodes with me a long ass time ago. He liked it.
We got through like Act 1 and then a little bit through Act 2, and then he quit. But honestly, I was being really forceful. So it'll be a while. It has to be natural.
Don't force people to read Homestuck if they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want to.
Yeah, no, it was fucking shitty of me. So we both agreed that he would try it again at his own pace.
Okay.
Anyway.
Now, here's something that I want to tell you,
Okay.
and this is off the record, even though it is recorded live and will be uploaded. When you start reading the Sonic comics,
Oh god.
I am not going to be non-forceful. You will read all of them. I will watch you.
Okay.
I'll make sure you read every single one.
Hadron will instant transmission behind you and just watch you over your shoulder to make sure you're reading them.
Okay.
This is not a joke. You will read them.
Through the jungle.
Okay, I'm ready to read. I'm going to be doing narration and John. I think that makes sense, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't think about it too much.
I do not think.
Therefore, I am.
I do not think, therefore I amped.
I like
Candy,
that joke. I do not
27.
think, therefore I am.
Hello.
Oh. Wait, who was narrating?
I am narrating.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't hear you say Candy 27. I just heard it now. I was like,
Candy 27.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
10 years have gone by. 2 minutes before midnight, A teenage boy crosses beneath the neon lights of the trollless slums, stepping quick and sure-footed atop the cracked pavement, as if this is a path he's walked many times. He's got on a coat 2 sizes too big, and a brimmed hat pulled down to hide his distinctive buck-toothed grin. Above him, Jane Crocker's face beams out from a holographic propaganda display, reminding the populace that curfew is in 15 minutes. This boy would like to say that he's too cool and daring to care about curfew, but the sound of Jane's cloying, pre-recorded voice rising above the noisy street sent an involuntary shiver down his spine. Luckily, the girl he's come to meet does not suffer from the same instinctive Jane-based anxiety. She doesn't have many fears or inhibitions at all. About a block from where they usually meet, she swings out of an alleyway and yanks him in by his elbow. He lets loose a shrill, unmasculine noise right into her mouth before she shuts.
Oh!
Oh boy.
Oh!
Huh.
Okay,
Sorry, my
this is
microphone.
what's happening.
Huh.
Shuts him up with a kiss. I don't know if you heard that.
We didn't, but we
Yeah.
did now.
Yeah, we
Okay.
heard it now. Woo!
After a few minutes of extremely novice make-out action, Harry Anderson and Vriska part, both
Hey.
wet-mouthed and short of breath.
Wait a second. Paravolix makes a great point. Why the fuck is curfew at 12:13 a.m.?
Yeah, wait, hold on.
It's 2 minutes
Hey,
before
hold on.
midnight, and
Dude.
Jane says 15 minutes until curfew.
What?
June.
Yeah?
No,
Well, you
that's
see,
a
this
good
is-
point. What the fuck?
We're
Well, you
gonna
see,
be
this is-
voicing two teenagers in love.
Oh man.
Wait, you see,
That sounds familiar.
Damn.
wait, 12:13? Is this the new funny number?
Oh no.
12:13, guys. Mark your calendar. 12:13 for the next fancy Homestuck update where they make things move this time. Get ready, guys. This is gonna be music, maybe. Get
Sick
ready.
I mean, they've already said that they're not doing flashes anymore, and yet they've also already disproven that. They did one HTML animation, but it's also really literally all it is TikTok. Not the Kesha song, unfortunately, but
Aw.
the TikTok of a clock, and it says tick and talk over and over again for eternity, and that's it. That's all that's on the
So
page.
it's a TikTok on the clock.
Yeah, get the
And
get
nobody
the
Don't
party,
stop,
No.
make it hot.
get the party, make it rock.
I think the problem with a lot. I mean, I'm okay with them not doing flash animations
Oh yeah, I'm fine
for
with that.
now. I think that a lot of people like to jump into doing flash animations immediately out of the box, and they start making big, intricate things immediately, and then it just wears them out in terms of stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's good for them to not do that. At least now, if they don't do it later,
It would just be disappointing.
you're disappointing me.
It would
You
just be
already were.
it would be weird. Because I don't
Yes.
think anybody expects animations right now, especially since they said they're not going to do them. But by doing one HTML page instead of just making it a fucking GIF, you've kind of set up the implication that you're going to do more with HTML5.
Yes. Sorry, my cat was meowing at my door. I let her out and I let her back in, and so now she's gonna lay on my bed.
Okay.
Let me just set her up. You can lay on my bed now. Good. Stay there. If you don't stay there, it'll be really sad. 'Cause I'll have to stop
Politics
reading.
trending. Hashtag Trump is a loser.
Okay.
Yeah.
News. After a few minutes of extremely novice makeout action, Harry Anderson and Vriska part, both wet-mouthed and short of breath. Harry Anderson wipes a bit of blood off his bottom lip,
Oh my god.
pokes him in the chest, and hisses.
What took you so long?
Hey, give me a break here, Friss. My auntie has guards breathing down my neck day and night.
How did you get out this time?
Harry Anderson rolls his eyes. He has beautiful eyes. He's a pretty successful combination of his parents' genes, all things considered. He's got his father's infectious grin, his mother's long eyelashes, and his auntie's unusually blue eyes.
I don't like the implication that there can be a successful combination of genes because it also implies there's a failure of genes.
Unsuccessful.
I mean,
That's-
with anything you combine, there's always going to be a good-looking thing and a bad-looking thing if you try hard enough.
I know, but the implication here is like a step away from eugenics. It's just down the street.
It's
Like
either
Bart's-
a normal baby or it's an incest baby.
Listen, everybody's got their flaws and their really, really good traits, and all it's saying is it got a really good combination of all
No,
of his
I-
parents' good traits.
Roll
No,
There's
I know what you meant. I know what it meant. I
know
a
the joke.
there's a
There's a
freaking Simpsons episode exactly about that where Bart has like a brother
Huh.
and he looks like freaking like this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
I remember that one.
yeah.
Hmm.
Also, Otto, it seems
that?
like you finally got enough characters.
What are you talking about? Oh, I
What?
did?
You're welcome.
My Twitter got spammed.
Yes, you
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Gucci.
Okay.
All right. Fucking Gamzee. He was all like, "Yo, Harry, my dog, go out and get yourself up and slice of that prime beef brisket, my one true homie. Love is what makes the motherfucking earth spin on its axis. Then being politically neutral, brother." Oh wait, no. He said it says impressively spot on. Let me try that again. Yo, Harry, my dog, you go out and get yourself up a slice of that prime beef brisket, my one true homie. Love is what makes the motherfucking earth spin on its axis. That and being politically neutral, brother.
When you think about it, how did they place the Earth on this axis? It's not, whatever, don't worry about it. Vriska doubles over, laughing at Harry Anderson's impressively spot-on imitation of Gamzee's bullish lilt and vaguely lewd posture. Harry Anderson starts giggling too. He can't help it. She's so pretty and her laugh is both cruel and infectious.
God, he always makes sure to point out that he's politically neutral in every sentence that comes out of his mouth, even though he's definitely still fucking my aunt.
Ugh, so lame. This is all so lame. All in all, such a deeply unsatisfactory state of affairs.
Yeah, I hate sneaking around like this. I wish I could see you every day. Or even, like, tell my mom that I have a girlfriend so she can stop pestering me about it.
Vriska hooks two fingers under the hem of Harry Anderson's shirt and reels him in close.
In that case, why don't we run away and join the rebellion together, Harry Anderson? Wouldn't that be terribly romantic? We could be wild rebels in love, like Karkat and Mina. Isn't their story great? I get so inspired thinking about it.
They're what?
Oh, God, no.
It's been like 10 years, remember?
Wait a minute, what happened to
How
Dave?
long it's been?
What happened to Dave?
Where's Dave?
I mean, Dave,
No,
you're gonna
no,
learn
after
about
what
Dave.
I mean,
happened?
I ask where's Dave, but I already know what happens to Dave.
Oh, you do?
Or at least a little bit.
I don't know what happens to Dave.
Uh,
Dave's already been through enough.
Maybe it's just rumors as well, though. Because it could just be like, oh yeah, Karkat and Mina are totally a thing. It's like
Oh,
a
yeah,
Romeo
that's
and
true.
Juliet thing where people might just be like they just think that they're together and they're actually not.
That's true. Anyway.
That's totally a Homestuck thing to do as well.
That's true.
Oh, I don't know if I could pull that off, Vriska. I don't really have the, rebellious stature of someone like Karkat Vantis.
He's extremely short in real life, you know.
I don't know if that's actually true. I think it might just be something people assume because of, his personality. Like he's overcompensating or something. I mean, I don't remember him being that short.
Oh yeah? The last time you saw him, you were like 3 years old. Get real, Harry Anderson.
Oh, and when's the last time you saw him? Haha. Duh.
Bleh.
Hang on, we gotta stop for a moment or else my cats are gonna start peeing on the walls because of food.
He's gonna start peeing on the walls.
This hat is not super satisfying. Fucking. I'm still getting used to these. It's gonna take me a while before I'm totally used to having these on my head. Since Randy's gone, I might as well check my charging on my AirPods. Still isn't charged. Cool. Excuse me.
I'm back. Hello. Sorry. Okay. Are we ready? Can we begin? Can we continue? Hello?
Hello.
Are we continuing?
Randy's being a cat.
Okay. Stop being a cat. You're not allowed.
No, it will pee on the wall, she said.
Okay. Don't pee on the walls.
No, not her, the cat.
Oh. Okay.
Don't pee on the walls.
Okay. I'm charging my case I'm charging my AirPods. That case everything. Okay, I think I'm good to go.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you are.
All right, Randy's still going.
Yep.
So why Harry Anderson? That's still like a weird.
From the movie.
Harry Anderson, wise guy.
I mean, why not Harry Sassacre?
That would have been way better. What if his middle name? What if Harry Anderson is his whole first name and his middle name is Sassacre? Oh, that's true. That's true. That's a good point.
Well,
That Colonel Sassacre was actually a racist asshole in real life. That's true. That's an excellent point.
I see. Or do we? I was gonna say name them after the dad, but like we don't know the dad's name, so I guess we can't really like put a name. Like I feel like if John were to name his son anything, he'd probably name it someone really like his dad's name, but we don't know his dad's name, and we're not gonna have Dad Egbert again. Yeah, his name is just Dad. It's kind of there's no explanation, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe Dad is actually short for something.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at something auto retweeted, and it's like, I guess it's one of those K-pop things where somebody retweeted a picture of one K-pop person and was said in the picture like he's so boyfriend material, and somebody messaged them linking to that post and said, "You delusional bitch, Jimin has seen this and laughed at how dumb you are for thinking he was your boyfriend." And the person replied, they were like, "I never said he was my boyfriend, I said he looked like boyfriend material. What the fuck? Did you make an account just to DM me this? Use your main, bro." They respond, "He thinks you're dumb, delusional, he thinks you need help." And they said, "Okay, Jimin loves me 9. It's just a saying, calm yourself." And they respond, "I hope when you get a boyfriend, someone said he is their boyfriend so you know how it feels, cunt." And they said, "Are you really sitting here saying he's your boyfriend?" And they said, in response, "Die alone." And then blocked them.
Well, time to die alone. Sorry guys, I gotta go. I gotta die alone.
This all took place on Twitter.
Oh, okay. I'll die alone on Twitter. Like normal.
Hi, my name is... The stream just heard Scott saying, "Hi, my name..." Because I forgot that I was streaming, and then I realized, whoops, better pause that.
Hi, my name.
Do, 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 do.
I feel bad for the stream. They're just sitting there. They are just sitting there.
Just sitting there.
Just sitting there. Dang. If I had something cool and funny to show, I would. Alright.
Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Right. Okay. Alright. Okay. Return to the mat. What it is, what it does, what it is, what it is.
I moved my microphone back to a different place, so it should be a little bit quieter.
Carabellix. Wait, why the fuck is curfew at 12:13 a.m.?
We talked about this.
Yeah.
No. I just saw the tweet.
Yeah, I just retweeted it. This was my reply to
me
it.
Too.
Tell me your Homestuck character that you like, and I'll draw it.
My streams are uploaded under the educational category.
Intellectual discussions like this. Oh my god.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Where's your Homestuck thing?
No.
I'll give you
I
Homestuck
said,
characters to draw. Draw Harry Anderson.
Harry Anderson? Okay.
Harry
I'm gonna take a
Anderson.
look at him, and then I'm gonna draw him with my eyes closed.
Harry Anderson is genuinely a good character design. Of all the things to come from Homestuck 2, it's been mostly hits on the character designs. I think the original Vriska's design is not very good. Like, it's okay. I think the eye patch is kind of stupid.
You think the original Vriska's design?
Oh no! In the original Homestuck, she's fucking great.
Yeah. Okay.
She's fucking great. They're just full of angles. She's got the glasses. In
Oh
every
my God.
incarnation. Yeah, it's full of angles.
Full of
Her
angles.
hair is all wacky and like fucking
Vriska.
HS2 Vriska is just like circle.
I need a picture to know what you're talking about, so that way I can sympathize if I need to.
I'll send a picture of regular Vriska and HS2 Vriska.
Okay.
God. I'm sorry, just having it be the second result is just so fucking funny to me. I can't find one in the exact same art style. But if you look at this, and then
What? Okay, that was Hatchon.
that's the original. You know what? That's good. That's good, Adron.
Thank you.
I was like, what the fuck?
And look at just how fucking like
Why is it like
fucking
a circle?
exactly. Zamag's art is really good, but like look at I found a render from actual Homestuck, in a similar art style. It's still a circle, but it's nowhere near as soft, and I think that is really that's the big difference. Vriska's character design is not for soft, and if you do make it soft, then you gotta do the fucking where's the retcon Vriska? Retcon.
This seems like a style problem.
It's definitely a style problem, but like I think if
Not
you want to make
the-
Vriska like softer, like have a more soft character design, I think this is definitely the direction you want to go. Granny's still gone, so I might as well go lock the gate on my house. I'll be back.
I'm back. She's back.
Yes, no, I know you don't have to keep fucking vibrating, you piece of fucking shit. Don't let my AirPods charge while I'm gone. fucking pajama pants. I don't feel like putting regular pants. Go outside. Again. It's the ground. Where's my light switch? I don't have a light switch. I don't. Ugh. Wrong. My life is a fucking slapstick. Okay. Now that I back inside, we can probably restart the stream. I mean, continue. But I'm gonna take a piss first. Take another it. There's not a song that exists. Lines.
I want to tell them.
In my head.
I want to tell them.
Okay, is everybody back?
June. Guess
Yeah.
what? The second you took your headphones off,
Yeah.
Ranny was back.
Is she back now?
Yes.
No, I'm dead.
But I'm
that would
telling
be
you,
really funny.
the second you took your headphones off, she went, "I'm back."
That's really funny.
I can't wait till you see the recording.
It's gonna be great.
Test. And test. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out whether I'm in transparency mode or not. It's really hard to tell. Like at first. Fuck,
Okay.
Moonsetter's playing. Okay, where were we? Oh, I said, haha.
Vriska shoves Harry Anderson. Not playfully. He hits the bricks behind him with a soft "Ooh," then keeps laughing.
Oh my god. Fuck. Oh my god, Vriska, you always talk so big, but you're not any more of a rebel than I am.
Oh, shut up. You don't know shit, Harry. My moms are totally gonna get me a prime commission in the Resistance when I turn 16.
Yeah, whatever you say.
It's true! But until then, guess we'll never know whether it's an official fact that Karkat is short or not.
I guess so. But anyway, I wasn't talking about his height. I was talking about the eye patch. I mean, I believe in troll rights and everything.
I should hope so.
But not enough to lose an eye over it.
Vriska snorts at him condescendingly.
Don't be ridiculous, Harry.
She pushes him up against the wall again and kisses him hard.
Oh,
If we really do end up absconding from our mediocre hot teen lives to become rebels, then obviously I'm going to be the one with the extremely dashing and sexy eye patch.
Boy, that
Dash
sure was
line.
a thing that was just said.
Dash line. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to read that part. Sorry. Right.
should I pull off the Aradia?
Yes.
You can, and then Hadron, I believe you played Solix last time he was here.
Yeah, I played Solix. Hey guys, I'm Solix.
Hi Solix, welcome back.
Hey guys.
No, I did a voice.
Oh.
But
You gotta do. Oh wait, no, he doesn't have the lisp anymore. So it's just your voice.
Oh my
oh, you're
God.
right.
Go on a
Frick.
All right.
I'll do a deep. I think I did a deep voice for Solix.
It's like it's just a little bit deeper.
Okay, I'll do it really deep this time.
Oh damn. All right then.
Yeah.
But
Context. What?
What?
I'll do it really deep this time.
Oh.
Oh, easy. My voice will go lower.
Phrasing.
anyway, it's getting pretty bad down there.
Who cares? This is officially something we don't care about, right?
I don't know. Is it?
This world is inconsequential.
Well, there you have it.
Aradia lies with her chin in her palms and looks over the edge of the meteor station. Under the shade of light, the cities of the Troll Kingdom form a twinkling filigree over the rocky landscape below. Hold on. Frick. 100 rivers of... That's a lot of words. 100 rivers of gossamer lights in all the colors of the hemospectrum. Jane's fleet, not feet, fleet
Oh, God.
is so massive it blocks out the lights of the capital. Is this what Alternia looked like from the sky as well? Aradia lived far from the city, and that all seems so long ago anyway. Solix comes to stand by her, popping open a can of fizzy drink.
Karkat's really going to fight that war, isn't he?
He had it in him, but apparently all it takes for him to become the hero he was meant to be was for things to get extremely
Fucking.
stupid. Like, way more stupid than usual.
Yes. It really is too bad he's reaching this heroic apotheosis of his...
Excuse you!
What?
I'm talking to my dog. Oh, fuck.
I thought I I somehow pronounced the word hypothesis wrong and you were getting mad at me?
I mean, you did. Apotheosis.
Ah!
Okay,
All right, I'm starting my line
What
over.
happened?
Don't worry.
Sorry, I'm really pissed at her.
Don't worry about it.
She keeps testing my patience.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Just
Anyways,
wait.
I'm
Please.
restarting my line.
Please.
It really is too bad he's reaching this heroic hypothesis of his in a world that doesn't matter.
Oh, this is Alt Cali again.
No, this is me. Hold on. I was just I was making sure she was distracted.
Please do not mistake the essence of my words for indifference. When I said that this world was inconsequential, I was talking objectively. We've moved far beyond the realm of canon relevance, but on a subjective level, we can view this world as a glass bubble, fragile, solitary, with a surface uncracked. The actions, struggles, and feelings of its inhabitants are certainly not inconsequential to them. While abstracted heavily and fully freed from all forces of narrative gravity, these events still represent possibilities that slept within the hearts of all who reside here.
Solix tosses Aradia a can of fizzy drink. She catches it without looking, cracks it open, and takes a long, refreshing sip of the hissing liquid.
That sounds
Cool.
fucking hilarious.
Cool.
In that case, I guess we should keep watching.
On Earthsea, months ago by at a breakneck pace, teens fall in and out of love and hate. Alliances change. Revolutions fully germinate. Wars commence. And somewhere within that mess, John Egbert is the best man at Jade and Dave's wedding. He lasts nearly 2 hours before he gets a ruinous case of the sniffles. The event is being held semi-clandestinely in the mansion of one of Jake's wealthy television exec friends. Staged as a reunion party for another one of his old, stupid television shows people get nostalgic about these days. It's a smokescreen meant to throw the human government off the scent of political radicals like Rose and Kanaya, partying just 20 miles from the seat of power. Jake claims there's no way they'll find them, but John sometimes gets the feeling that the whole planet's bugged. After nearly 10 years of unfettered monetary interference in the upper echelons of the global hegemony,
No. Guys,
could
we might
something
have to
like
pause
this...
really quick. It seems like Slinky needs to go outside.
Okay, go take her now.
Okay. I gotta go. I'm so sorry.
Can I finish up my part?
We finish
No,
up the
you have to wait.
Yeah, finish up the paragraph, and then we'll wait, and then.
Paragraph?
Which sentence were you at? It was at after nearly 10 years. Oh, okay, we can wait then.
Unfettered monetary... Okay, so we wait here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We get to wait after the part that's really difficult to read, where I say the words unfettered, monetary, interference, echelons, hegemony, and I have to say it correctly and not make a mistake.
Well, now
I
you
mean,
have
you
time to
just did.
practice.
Okay. Hold on.
You can practice out loud. There's nobody stopping you.
The only one stopping
Okay,
you
I
is
practiced.
yourself. Oh.
Hold on, we'll be back. As well, but I'm not going to be gone for long.
Okay.
Well,
It's just you and me.
howdy.
Yeah. How's your Animal Crossing doing?
It's doing well. KK is coming to my town tomorrow.
Oh, that's cool. Isabel said that I need to make my town look nice, which goes completely against how I've been planning out my town, which is I haven't been planning out my town, and I've been waiting for terraforming in order to make it look decent.
Well, too bad. You have to start making your town look nice, which is what I did.
Once I get terraforming, I'm completely restarting my entire island. I'm leveling everything to ground level. I'm getting rid of all water, and I'm gonna start it over from scratch.
There's like 3 terraforming tools you have to buy before you can do all that.
I don't care. I will buy them.
Better save up like... I think it was like 21,000 miles? you
For
needed?
each?
Yeah, because it was either like 6,000 or 8,000 for each thing. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, that's not that much. Yeah, I'll have that much by then.
Yeah, I have a decent amount, so I should start being able to have that much. I keep spending all my Nook miles on fucking flights.
Yeah, I have like I had 20,000 earlier today.
Oh,
And
shit.
then I spent
Nice.
Yeah, and then I spent a ton of them on the Bell's redemption cards so I can get more money.
Smart, but not the best way to get money.
I know. It's just one way to get money.
You should be doing. You should try doing Atlas moth hunting. That gets a lot of money.
I mean, isn't it just like walking around? Whenever I find an Atlas moth, I try to catch it. How much do they charge?
No, there's a. You get 3,000 per moth.
Holy shit.
But basically, what you do is you go fuck up an island by planting a bunch of stuff everywhere, like basically weeds everywhere, digging up holes to make sure that no bugs spawn around the main island, and you cut down all the trees and uproot the stumps. Except you leave the coconut trees alone. And you patrol the coconut trees, and a bunch of Atlas moths will start spawning.
I'm still listening. God. Oh, God.
What happened? Oh. Well, no, that's basically it. You just cover the island with weeds to make sure that, like, there's no spots for bugs to spawn, and you just leave the coconut trees alone, and you just patrol the coconut trees, and the Atlas moth spawn rate will go, like, way up. Well, yeah, because you're keeping anything else from spawning, so the only thing that can spawn at that point is the Atlas moths. No, they can spawn on other trees, but I think their spawn rate is, like, way higher on coconut trees. I've seen them spawn on other trees, but I've seen them way more on my coconut trees.
I'm back.
Howdy, we're talking about Animal Crossing.
What a coincidence. I'm playing that right now.
Nice.
I've been flattening my land for the past hours.
Oh, you have the terraforming tool?
I do. It's awful. It takes so long. I wish there was a way to do like how you can craft. You know how when you craft you can press like continuously press A and make it go faster?
Yeah, or like have it where you can select a certain chunk of things that you want to get rid of.
Yeah.
Kind of like how with the watering can, like the better the watering can you get, the more it waters.
I haven't used the watering can.
Get good flowers, dude.
I haven't done anything with flowers.
If you get a bunch of hybrid flowers, you can spawn in really rare butterflies and get a bunch of money. Because that's what I did. I found a hybrid flower island and I just stole all the flowers, brought them back home, and then a bunch of peacock butterflies started spawning everywhere.
Maybe I will. I need money. Now.
Yeah, just do like a bunch of hybrid flowers and like fucking get them gold roses by grabbing red roses if you can find them, or if your island has them naturally somehow.
I also need to play the stock market.
The stock market's pretty good, but if she doesn't sell them to you for like very low, then it's not worth it. My when she was selling me turnips, it was not good price. It was like 100 and something, so I said no.
I got mine for 99. You got good?
Anything that's like below 100 is relatively good.
Okay.
Because that's guaranteed at some point Timmy will buy them for higher.
I wish there was like a freaking global stock market, like in most games, so that I don't have to do running around to other places.
See, the thing is, I don't mind it because it means that that if you run out of luck, then you can go over to a friend's island instead, who has better luck.
This is true. And right now I have several friends who play Animal Crossing that I can mooch off of to get turnips from.
Like me.
My turnip stock was terrible, so I didn't buy anything.
I have no friends.
What are you talking about?
I have no friends.
You have me.
Wait,
I
friends?
think I count, but I'm not sure.
No, I have friends. I just haven't actually messed with it yet. I need to wait until... Oh, frick! Okay. I practiced.
You practiced?
He couldn't say
Yes.
a sentence, so he practiced.
No, I actually could. I said it perfectly fine the first time.
He did.
But, whatever. It's fine. Also, I got Cheez-Its.
Oh, that's pretty
Nice,
good. I
nice.
should grab a snack too while I'm standing up about 5
You
feet away
frick.
from my-
If you leave, I'll cry.
I'm 5 feet away from my microphone. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm in my chip
Yeah,
cabinet right now. I'll grab some fucking sour cream and onion Pringles.
I'm going
But
to
wait,
finish...
what kind of Cheez-Its you got though?
The regular Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
White cheddar Cheez-Its are like the best ones.
Cheez-Its don't taste like cheese. Why are they advertised like that?
Why?
Why is anything advertised like a flavor of anything when it's not that flavor?
The crunch.
The white dust Cheez-Its are good.
Yeah, white cheddar. Those are like the best ones.
Those taste like white cheddar. They should make a pepper jack one that's a little spicy.
There is a pepper jack one.
Is it spicy?
Oh, frick!
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, like, okay, we need a real pepper. Real pepper. Okay, whatever. You know what?
I don't
I'm
like
not gonna
pepper.
think about
Just get the
delicious
fucking
food.
pepper flakes from that they give you at pizza places and put that on it.
That's not how that works.
I know.
Okay,
Okay, let's go on. Yeah. It was after nearly 10 years.
I know where it is.
Okay,
I
I'm
read
ju-
it.
Okay,
I practiced.
I'm just making sure.
Wait, where is it? Okay, no, I found it. After nearly 10 years of unfettered monetary interference in the upper echelons of the global hegemony, could something like this possibly fly under Jane's radar? It can't, right? John likes to think she's not so far gone that she'd tip off the government to send troops to arrest her friends and family on the occasion of her ecto-daughter's wedding. So he smiles his way through his best man's duties, then smiles his way again through the gallows humor speech Rose gives at dinner, backlit by the flames of the Imperial drone factories churning away on the horizon. He wears a possibly genuine expression for a few moments as he dips down to give Jade a kiss on the forehead. She looks beautiful in her dress, and Dave doesn't look especially uncomfortable beside her. There's still joy to be found on the eve of a war, Rose says in her speech, but John found precious little to be happy about in this world, even before everything went off the...
Oh, wait a minute, where? I just completely lost my.
It's the
Where?
part where there's a swear word.
No, I just lost where we were.
Yeah.
Everything went off the fucking chain.
Yeah, that part.
There.
Shane. He is conspicuously unaccompanied. Not alone, of course. He's been put in an honored seat at the head of the wedding party with Jade to his left and Rose to his right. But Jade is with Dave and Rose is with Kanaya and their daughter, and everyone knows that John has lost his family to Jane Crocker. Well, not literally to Jane Crocker. What drove Roxy away was him being depressed and just an all-around huge wet blanket who was impossible to live with. John is totally ready to own the fact that he was a bad husband. But maybe not the fact that he was a bad enough husband to drive his wife to passively support a brewing genocidal dictatorship. She looks happier, though, whenever he's caught the sight of her behind Jane. Calliope faithfully at her side in any of the propaganda broadcasts that Jane passes off as business press conferences. By the time Roxy finally cuts things off between them, he hadn't personally seen her smile in years. John has no idea how Harry Anderson is doing, but he definitely caught Vriska texting him under the table when he got up to get another flute of champagne. She's texting Tavros in another window, which is weird, but probably not as weird as John craning his neck to read messages over a teenage girl's shoulder. The idea that Rose's
Shitty.
daughter has more contact with his son than he does makes his eyes start to itch. He wanders out into the ballroom balcony so that no one else has to see him cry for a second time tonight. It's a balmy evening, and John can smell the oil burning at the forge across the harbor. There's someone else occupying the balcony already, and it's not one of the party guests. A shadow, standing with its back to the ocean, arms crossed, gaze firmly on the ballroom windows. John takes a step closer and immediately recognizes Karkat's nubby horns and distinctive shoulder hunch. Of course. John snorts back his tears and jumps forward with a jolly wave. Hi, Karkat! Karkat blinks and looks up, startled out of his thoughts. He's grown gaunt since John last saw him in real life. In his Alternian military fatigues and his admittedly...
Wait, what? And his admittedly... Where the fuck? Admittedly bitchin'.
eye patch. He looks almost imposing. Kind of dashing, actually. When he opens his mouth, however, he's just the same old Karkat.
Hi again, idiot.
What are you doing standing out here alone like a creep? Karkat's frown gets deeper, and he picks up the red cording that runs down the breastplate of his uniform.
I really shouldn't be here.
Why not? You were on the guest list.
Oh? Huh. I don't know. Maybe think about it for 10 seconds, John.
John chews his lip and thinks about it for 10 seconds.
That's you.
I guess this would probably be pretty hard to watch if you were still, all heartbroken.
No, he was waiting for 10 seconds.
Yeah, no, that's what I immediately got it. Like,
Oh, fuck.
He was waiting.
I ruined it. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Holy shit. I wouldn't say that I was still all heartbroken about it, but...
But? John joins him at railing and bumps his shoulder. Karkat groans and
At
runs
railing?
his hand.
What?
Oh!
At the
Another
railing.
one.
At the railing?
Speaking
I
of which,
mean-
I found a fan that drew the exact scene that's happening.
That's pretty good, but also I want to see what he actually looks like in Homestuck 2.
That would be amazing.
You haven't seen him yet?
Because he
Oh,
sounds
no.
really
Rank of
cool
the
in
year?
Homestuck too.
You know what? He is in Homestuck 2, but I meant this version. Where the fuck?
Oh,
I'm guessing all the people in Homestuck.
Oh my god.
I'm guessing all the people in Homestuck 2 look like them as kids, right? They still look like the kids that we know. Maybe just a little bit taller, I'm expecting, right? But I wish they looked like they had no faces. You know what I mean?
That would be really funny.
Like the dad?
Big nose.
Oh my god.
Okay,
yeah.
so you want to see what Karkat looks like in Homestuck 2?
Yeah.
Does he look like a crab like his dad?
Oh my god.
Damn.
Wow. Let me take a look. Hold on.
I mean, he's short.
Dang. I remember back in the day people were talking about Karkat when he just had just like a big pair of pants, but now he just has a big suit of red
That's also
over his whole body.
Oh, dude!
That's the only other picture we get.
Mina
Wow.
probably did that for him. That's his eye patch.
Yep.
That's true. You're right.
That is his eye patch.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
John joins him at railing and bumps his shoulder. Karkat groans and runs a hand down his face, obviously still a little all heartbroken about it.
It's just that breakups are hard, and often have unexpected consequences that can linger for years.
You're telling me when my life left me, she took an entire political faction with her. Those chess guys sure do love Roxy, don't they?
Yeah, the Carapacian Human Alliance has been causing us nothing but pain, to be entirely fucking honest. No one wants to be against the Carapacians. They're harmless. The fact that they didn't even get to vote on whether or not they should they should ratify the treaty really complicates the matter. The whole thing is a disaster on just about every level.
I miss my wife, Carcat. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh my god, John, stop being so fucking pathetic for just a minute. Could you do that for me?
I don't know. That's a pretty big favor you're asking me there, Carcat.
Look, I don't personally blame you for any of this. First of all, for you to have had anything to do with a massive shift in geopolitical allegiances, that probably would have required you leave your fucking house for more than an hour.
Wow. Good pep talk. I'm 100% over my separation now. Thanks, Carcat.
John, seriously though, you do have to get over Roxy eventually. With everything that's going on, can you really afford to waste another 5 years malingering in your bedroom like a piece of fucking garbage? You know, the rebellion could really use a guy like you.
If you think that I haven't been given this exact speech you're about to give me, except about 6 or 7 times the length, then you don't know Rose Lalonde.
Okay, then what's the fucking problem? You hate what the government is doing as much as the rest of us do.
John turns around so that he can rest his elbows on the banister. The angle of the moon is cutting a sharp stroke of light over the water, like a blade descending from the night sky to shear the harbor in half. He takes a despondent sip of his champagne and sighs. I don't know. It doesn't seem responsible, really, to dedicate my life to something so important when I'm in a place where I can't even find the energy to think that getting out of bed in the morning is important. In fact, it seems like it would be a pretty
Fucking.
selfish thing to do. What if I get distracted because I'm sad? What if I...
Fuck.
By staring too tragically into the distance on important missions, and I get killed in a stupid way?
John, aren't you technically immortal specifically in cases of getting killed in a stupid way?
Yeah, but you aren't. And neither are most of your followers. Carcat's expression turns hard, regretful. It's a frown made of granite, or some other manly kind of rock that chips easily when dropped. His one eye is glinting bright gold, reflecting the light from the party. He opens his mouth to say something, but is distracted by movement from inside the ballroom.
Oh shit. Here comes Dave. I have to get the fuck out of here.
He fumbles with something at his wrist, and out pops a grappling line. With unexpected smoothness, he hitches it over the edge of the balcony and leaps the railing in a single, elegant bound. John watches him rappel down the cliffside until he disappears beneath the precipice shadows. Wow. Carcat grew up to be kind of cool. Who would have guessed?
Me?
No, John, don't do it.
John spins his heel to see Dave in the doorway, holding a bottle of champagne. He looks smart in his 3-piece tux, but he's still sporting the same old Stiller shades, which always serve to remind John how hard it is to believe this guy's almost 40. Jesus Christ, are they seriously almost 40? Oh, that was the same line I just said. Okay. Yes, they're technically immortal, but that doesn't mean the enroaching milestone isn't making him feel dizzy, nonetheless. Huh? Don't do what?
Oh, you looked pretty bummed when you left the reception, and then I find you staring at the ocean like you just snorted 6 lines of powdered midlife crisis off the bathroom counter. So I guess the joke was like, haha, don't literally commit suicide at my wedding, dude, lol. Not to commit suicide at my fucking wedding is pretty obvious, but in retrospect, I guess it's not that funny. But seriously, John, don't kill yourself.
I wasn't going to kill myself.
I'd miss you, and also it'd bum out Jade pretty bad, and I have so thoroughly hitched my star to that YIF train in case you haven't noticed.
YIF train?
Yeah, man, you see, she...
I don't want to know. Anyways, I was just, John decides it's probably better not to mention what he was actually doing, and definitely not to mention who just rappelled off the balcony with alarmingly stealth and grace. Appreciating how pretty the view is.
Yeah, I love the sight of the military-industrial complex destroying the landscape in the evening.
Come on, that's obviously not what I meant. Dave comes to join John at the banister, gazing out over the water with a look at least as existential as John's. John isn't sure what to say about that, so he wiggles his empty glass, looking for another shot of sparkling social lubricant. Dave tops him off before taking a long swig of the bottle himself. You okay, dude? Having been married once before, I gotta say, it's all kind of overwhelming, huh?
Oh. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, Jade and I have been together so long, this all just feels like...
Dave shrugs.
Whatever. I was sort of hoping that... considering that we're working together in the rebellion and everything, I was hoping that Karkat would show.
Oh. John looks down and twirls the stem of his glass between two fingers. So, you're still not, over that? The whole Karkat thing?
Will I ever be over it? The way I felt about him probably isn't the kind of shit you just get over. You just sort of live with it, no matter how it turns out. But he's with Mina and I'm with Jade, and the whole world's gone fucking batshit. So what's the point in looking backwards now, right?
John swallows a lump down his throat. Terezi's picture is still in his wallet. Faded, dog-eared, marred by ragged white lines down the center from being folded and unfolded so many times. Deep enough to be called valleys at this point. Right. They fall silent for a moment, soaking up the atmosphere, sipping their booze, contemplating the suckiness of being an adult. Dave lets out a soft laugh and slaps John on the back. John swallows his champagne. Ah!
Oh my bones!
John swallows his champagne wrong and starts choking. Coughing.
Yo, dude, thanks for being my best man.
Oh, thanks, man. No problem.
'Cause you are, you're my best bro, my main man, my most devoted dude. Cheers, John.
Buddy pal, chum.
Cheers, Dave. They toast. Lip off the glass. Lip of. Hold on.
What the fuck?
Lip
They
of the
toast.
glass to the rim of the bottle.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, fine.
Your microphone is
toast.
getting silent and then getting loud.
Am I good now?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
good right now.
Okay. They toast. Lip of the glass to the rim of the bottle. The sound rings out above the noise of the party inside. It rises up above the ocean to where the stars are turning and dawn is already breaking on some other part of the planet. That's how the years pass. Faster and faster the longer it goes. For those living on this iteration of Earth-C, like John and Dave, it appears to be an illusion of age. An old adage about perception changing the older you get. The days get shorter, the more the regrets pile up. But that's only part of it. Above this Earth, the Deb Cherub is still meditating, waiting for the day when she can have her own heroic apotheosis. Waiting for the day when she can confront the one she calls the Prince. And on this Earth, John is just waiting for the day that feeling finally stops. That feeling he's still waiting for something. And the even worse feeling that years ago he missed his only chance to put an end to it. If you stand on a very high hill at dawn, you can watch your shadow move in an arc around you. 10 years to this day, he last spoke with Terezi. John finally gets rid of her photograph. He stands at the top of a very high hill, rips it into 6 pieces, and lets the wind carry it away. Whatever else happens now, It doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Fuck.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
It doesn't matter now what happens.
Oh my god, the
I will
next
never
fucking
give up
sentence.
the
I'm
fight.
Dead. I'm dead. The
That's
next
literally what it says. That's literally what it says.
So I need to write the review. I'm gonna say. My thoughts is that
Oh boy.
was I seen Carcat again. That was cool.
Oh, yeah.
They both
My hero.
Carcat and Dave clearly both still have some kind of feelings for each other. Dave is at least it's obvious to me. He does not want to marry Jade. That is not.
No, yeah, he was.
He just
very-
doesn't care.
He
That
was
is-
like kind of, I guess, doesn't care, but he also seemed indecisive.
I mean, sure, maybe, but also he just
At this point, he doesn't care. He's literally like Jade probably was like, we've been together all this time. We should probably get married. He was probably just like, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was nice. That's a fun angst, and that's the tagline I'm gonna use for the review. I'm gonna say fun angst. I think I spelled that. No. ANGST. Fun angst, and I'm gonna put that as. I'm gonna say that was a 1.5 out of 2. That's pretty good.
Wow. 2 1.5s in a row.
Yes,
What the frick is happening?
You're starting to like candy, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, it's not that I'm starting to like Candy. It's that Candy is just so happens to be having some
Good.
decent chapters right now.
I mean, I don't know. I'd demote some points for Yif Train alone.
I would dock a point for that.
Well, I had to read that out loud, so I would dock all the points.
Yeah, no, that's.
I had
fair.
to read it out loud. We said it twice in the whole chapter.
Yeah?
And
I mean, never
and Dave
ever do I
almost
ever
talked about,
want
like,
to say the words Yif Train ever again.
You just
and,
did.
and like Dave almost talked about dog sex.
Congratulations. The joke.
It's a
Different.
joke.
Let's change that to 28.
Hello.
I didn't even say it. I was just changing it on the stream layout.
I know.
Candy 28. Hello.
Yes.
This
Well,
one
I mean-
seems to be shorter.
It is. It's very short. But I'm already reading John's. Anyone else want to read the narration for this one, at least?
I'll do it.
Okay.
There's only 2 characters in this and the narration, so.
That being said, it's very rude, all things considered, for Carcat to start a war on Harry Anderson's birthday.
Oh no.
John's floating above the outskirts of the human capital, letting the breeze toss him to and fro. He's hanging upside down in the air, watching the first stage of the Troll Rebellion's forward assault begin to establish their defensive positions along the border. Despite the government's paranoid crackdown on troll reproduction, they've ended up vastly outnumbered anyway, thanks to the incalculable deluge of troll ghosts pouring down from the sky over the last decade. Someone with political opinions might think that this entire quagmire was one of the human government's own making. John isn't really on record as having political opinions, but he does think that the government approached this entire subject like it was trying to hold on to a water balloon by squeezing it too tight, and now it's about to explode in their faces. He's wondering if he should go and see his son one last time before that happens. The battle is shaping up to be pretty serious engagement. Both sides armed to the teeth with all modern military technology at their disposal. Warships, laser guns, laser cannons, laser mines. Would those be mines that shot lasers or lasers that tripped mines? John hasn't been keeping up with the recent innovations in weaponry, although he has noted that the lock industry has finally started to take off. Dave said that this was all to be expected in the war economy, but John tuned out most of his analysis, which is what everyone does when Dave starts talking about the economy. A flash above the clouds catches John's attention. Another ghost, falling down from whatever it is they came from. John follows after the light with an exhausted sigh. The novelty of dead trolls falling from the sky has really worn off over the years, but he might as well go warn the new arrival that they landed in the middle of an imminent war zone. He sits down at the edge of the crater and peers through the smoke. He recognizes the ghost immediately because he sees a younger version of her almost every day.
Oh no!
Yes!
Oh no!
She's here, bitch!
Vriska!
Vriska's face snaps up, eyes blazing. Eyes, actual eyes, with expression, color, pupils, and everything.
Wait. You're alive?
John skids down the side of the crater and helps her sit up. He wasn't imagining it. She's extremely alive and extremely wounded. And above all, extremely Vriska.
Oh my god. You're not just Vriska. You're actually Vriska. You're like literal, for real, actual Vriska.
Vriska shoves John away and staggers to her feet. There's a bleeding gash on her head and something lodged in her chest. It appears to be the same material as whatever was piercing the center of Teen Jade's corpse. She's bleeding bright blue all down her side, but her expression is wild.
What the fuck are you talking about? Where am I? I can't be here. I have to go back.
Back where?
I need to see what happened. I need to know how it turned out.
How what turned out? Vriska, you're bleeding horribly and talking total nonsense. We need to get you some help.
She whirls around and grabs John by the shoulders. She starts shaking him, voice cracking with crazed desperation.
I need to go back. I need to see. I need to see.
Oh boy. Jesus Christ. You guys thought 28 was short. 29's shorter.
So my thoughts on 28. Oh no. That's my thoughts on 28.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I gotta say, having an idea of what happens in the future, it hasn't really shaped my scores so far. But this, I think this one docked it down a whole 0.5. Just because I know what happens.
Yeah.
This
Also,
just
I
makes
mean,
me think,
I know-
oh no.
I know time works differently out there, but now time is getting confusing because we already saw the car from earlier, but that happened after what happened with Vriska.
So I think what we can gather from this is that the things from the meat timeline that are coming over to the candy timeline are coming over here in no particular order.
I think it's just like the meteors from Skya, like in the game. Like some of them arrive earlier, some of them arrive later, but they're all coming from the same time.
I would say it's similar to that, except with Skya, everything was planned. It could rewrite itself. But this is just this is just fucking.
Well, I'm
space
saying it's the
time.
same concept.
Maybe since this is a timeline like outside of canon, everything that's no longer needed in canon just gets dumped into this timeline.
Well, this is everything that's going in the black hole.
Trash chute.
This is everything that's going in the black hole, which
Can I suggest something? This is no
Does
spoilers.
that mean that Earthsea is in the black hole in this timeline?
Well, actually, some people have theorized that black holes aren't just black holes; they're actually wormholes.
Okay, what were you saying, John?
I was gonna say there's a lot of duality in Meat and Candy. This is no spoilers, by the way. This is just me coming up with someone on the spot. When they go through the White House to get to Earthsea, right? John at the beginning of the epilogues makes a decision to then go back or to stay there, and if he stays there, then the Candy happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the actual entrance to Candy then changes from that door to the black hole, and that's the white and black duality kind of thing.
Huh.
That may not make any sense. So
No, I
sorry.
get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Oh right, next page. I gotta change the epilogue 7. I don't even care about the epilogue 7. Who fucking reads them in the epilogue package orders or sections? I don't.
What? You don't
I'm
read
sure some
them?
people do.
I'm sure some people did.
If people do, then they just read like 2 chapters and that's it.
That's true.
Yeah. So, no.
Candy 29.
I see him.
Ooh, is it the prince?
Fucking.
Fine.
No.
Calliope animates the puppet body she inhabits, the same one that has not aged a day since it crashed here, and roused it from perfect corpse-like stillness. The dead jade unfolds from her meditation pose and pushes to her feet in an elegant sweep.
It is the one I have been waiting for all these years. We have run along parallel lines for what may as well be eternity, but my gravitational well has finally ensnared him, and now he is due to fall into this world.
Dead jade folds her hands behind her as she rises into the air, body language delicate, purposeful. Aradia hitches her arm around Solix's back to lift him up, and follows Jade's body out into the open air. She casts her pitch-black eyes down to watch the dark clouds of battle beginning to form above the human capital below. Solix frowns. Are you sure you don't want to go down there? It seems like it's about to get wild.
Yes, more than you can possibly imagine. The Chaos War is about to begin, and our window of opportunity is narrow. We must be there when he falls. Come with me.
My review is that was kind of stupid, and it didn't really have...
What?
Sorry. What?
Wait.
What?
I don't think it's stupid.
I mean, it's just kind of... I mean, I guess it's a setup.
Here's the thing. With how short it was, that could have easily been, like, grouped in with the previous chapter.
Yeah.
It was a very short chapter.
Wasn't
Yeah.
even really a chapter.
If this was even more Homestuck, like, this would be called the intermission of the epilogues. So the epilogue intermission, the in-between of the epilogues. That's what I would call it. If I wanted to make people hate me more than I hate myself. These Cheez-Its delicious.
I guess I'll give that a 0.5 out of 2.
I would give that like a neutral 1. There was not much there, but there's not much to make me angry.
Yeah, there really isn't. Just there's not much there. Period.
To me, a 0.5, I add and subtract from things from 0.5. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah, that's how I start my ratings
Okay.
for everything.
All right.
All right.
I get it. My rating system is trash. Whatever.
Look, it's a joke you didn't even know you were doing, where it's out of 2 points, meaning Homestuck 2.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, I despise that.
I pointed this out to you before, and you hated it just as much.
Oh, okay. Well, I forgot about it, and now I remember it again, and I still hate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, let me just change the fucking 30. Ugh.
Well, this one is longer.
This one is longer.
It is.
How longer?
Fun
Longer.
boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do the narration if somebody else wants to take Jake, because I really don't want to do Jake.
I don't want to do Jake.
I could do it, I guess.
I guess I'll do Jane then.
Alright.
But wait, Gamzee's here.
Oh,
Who's
no.
on Gamzee?
I'll take
Fuck. Okay.
I'll take a nap. Goodbye,
Yeah.
everyone.
it.
Make sure you don't remember narration. Nah, okay. It's fine.
Candy
Good
30.
night, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Hello.
As Jake traverses the length of Jane's ship, he suspects he has never carried more dread in his heart than he does in this moment. The burden of the call he just received weighs so heavily upon him that it's a struggle to propel himself each step forward. He wishes that someone else had gotten the news, but there's nothing that can be done. He has to be there for his wife, even if he knows saying what he needs to say will be hard for both of them. The doors to the ship's bridge slide open to permit him entry when he approaches. Jane is standing by the navigational stations, engaged in some sort of confabulation of doubtlessly critical importance with her eternal shadow, Gamzee Makara. Jake's already miserable mood drops further at the sight of him. No matter how long this arrangement goes on, it never seems to get easier to stomach. Jane is dressed to the nines in her signature blazing red power suit, her freshly polished designer pumps glinting in the varied lights of the Crocker Corp's ship command controls. The full entourage of the Crocker conglomerate is fast en route to a business conference that Jane insists is of the, quote, utmost importance to the impending negotiation of an array of paramilitary contracts with the government, and she would be the first to tell you that looking your best is one of the most critical parts of arbitration. He doesn't immediately acknowledge Jake's presence when he approaches. He has to conspicuously clear his throat before Jane turns her attention away from Gamzee, and even then she only dignifies Jake's appearance with a fleeting glance.
Do you need something?
Well, I have some terrible news, I'm afraid.
What is it? Jake, I'm rather occupied at the moment.
I'm awfully sorry to bother you, but it's very important, dear.
Is something the matter with Tavros?
No, you might want to come with me to our quarters for this one.
As I said, I'm a bit busy right now.
Well, I just thought maybe it's best if you sit down for this one, my dear. My delectable honey bunches of oats, the jolly old captain of my crunch, my lovely wife whom I love so much.
Oh no.
Captain of my crunch. Jane's face twists in annoyance. She is quite a bit shorter than Jake now, but the way she looks down on him makes her seem like she towers 10 feet above him.
My goodness, Jake, what do you want? Can't you see I'm right in the middle of something? Just spit it out already.
The whole bridge goes quiet at Jane's outburst. Everyone has stopped in the midst of their tasks to stare nervously at the altercation. The only other sound that penetrates the silence is Gamzee noisily slurping on the rubber nipple of his baby bottle. Jake swallows like he's in a cartoon. It's a big, loud gulp, a sound that instantly ratchets up Jane's annoyance, like most of Jake's actions seem to these days.
Well, you see, I guess I'll come right out and say it then. I just got news that your father has passed, Jane. I'm so sorry.
At first the words don't quite register. Jane expected this, like all interactions with Jake, to be a meaningless waste of her time. Initially she gives a dismissive nod, like she's taking in some trivial piece of information. And then the weight of the statement strikes her, sending a jolt of shock through her chest. It passes quickly, though. She'd almost forgotten.
An unfortunate incident, but it's no matter. I'll simply revive him, and then make sure he's assigned a security detail. Have his body brought here as quickly as possible.
I'm afraid that won't be possible, honey. There's no body for you to revive, after all.
At all.
What? Oh,
Jane, Jane's eyes widened in disbelief.
What? What happened?
Word from the Secret Service is that it was one of Karkat's assassins. The target was the human president. Your father, that is. He jumped in the way and took the shot. The president is safe. Your dad saved his life.
I don't understand. What happened to his body? Did Karkat's rebels abduct him?
No. The shot he took was from the barrel of a rocket launcher. I'm afraid the assault blew him straight to bits. There's hardly anything left.
What?
Luckily, the president was barely harmed as your old man took the full brunt. As far as I know, the only harm to him was having his full lustrous mustache burned clean off his face. It's a friggin' tragedy.
Jake's gaze falls to the floor. Jane's hand clutches at the front of her... Jake's gaze falls to the floor. Jane's hand clutches at the front of her suit in an unsteady fist.
Please tell me you're joking. Jake, tell me this is just a prank.
I'm afraid not, Jane. I'm so sorry.
Jane whips around, tears in her eyes. The whole bridge is holding its breath. She feels every eye on her. The pressure to hold it together. She can't show weakness now. She's come so far. Jane sniffles and swipes at her eyes with the back of her hand. She won't cry, but she can be angry instead.
Ah, that fool! I can't believe he would do this. How could he do this to me?
Janie?
The human president could be anyone. My dad can't be anyone but him.
Jake isn't sure if this is the right or smart thing to do, but he chances it. He steps forward to place a comforting hand on Jane's shoulder. When she doesn't immediately tear herself away, he tentatively and slowly, like he's approaching a wounded animal, pulls her into a hug. Jane is too dazed to protest. She limply stares past Jake, eyes unfocused.
I don't know.
Shh. Everything's going to be okay.
God, I can't believe he... Oh, but of course I can. He's always been so infuriatingly good. God, how stupid. This is so stupid. I'm so stupid. How could I put him in such a dangerous position? Chief of Staff? Anyone could have done that job. Why did I tell him to... My own father.
Shh, Janie, you did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong at all. You never have. I love you, Jane. We all do. Isn't that right, Gamzee?
Yeah, man. We all got plenty of love up in this bitch for this juicy JC. Gamzee turns to the bridge crew and gestures magnificently with his arms. Rivulets of milk are running down his chin. Honky to love this big titty biznatch. Whoop whoop. A petrified Paul falls across the bridge as the crew tries to figure out whether they're supposed to take this seriously or not. The comms officer shares a look with the engineer. The conning officer looks like she's about to shit her pants. And then they turn to the most pitiable stooge of them for answers. Jake's eyebrows shoot up in his hairline and he nods urgently over to Jane's shoulder to indicate that yes, they should definitely do it. At once, the bridge crew gives a unanimous honk.
Oh my god! Oh.
Jane sniffs and pulls away out of Jake's embrace. She turns back to the bridge and takes a forward step, stumbling slightly in her heels, but she catches her balance, fixes her posture, and slips back on a stony mask.
All right. Jake, get the president on the phone. It's clear to me now that it's past time for the military to strike, and I'll be giving that man a real piece of my mind until an appropriate counterattack is in motion. Obviously, the government's attempts to be gracious with the troll ilk have been naive and foolish. These rats cannot be negotiated with. They cannot be swayed by reason or appeals to peace and civility. The only thing that they want, the only thing that they have ever wanted since the ungodly inception of their disgusting verminous species is bloodshed. And if that is what they truly desire, well, far be it from us to deny them.
Jay?
Not another word.
Are you sure this isn't a
No! The time to act is now. They will pay for what they've done. Every last fucking one of them. I've had enough. This is the end of the line.
Jane is blazing with fury. She marches to the center of the bridge.
All of you, return to your stations. We are changing course. We will be going directly to meet with the president. And I will not rest until he gives the command to crush these fucking rebellion and destroy any chance that they might ever resist again.
The bridge crew doesn't even think to defy Jane's orders. They return to their stations, dutiful. The navigator adjusts the ship's destination coordinates, and the comms officer opens a line with the government's seat of command. Only one man in the room is brave enough to take a stand.
Oh no.
Hey! Do you think that might be a bit motherfucking xenophobic? Jane spins on her heel like a whirlwind, her face twisted into a hideous snarl.
They're gonna end up fucking again.
She rounds on Gamzee with all the hatred she can muster.
Xenophobic? I'm not fucking xenophobic.
I'm just saying, my most bodacious of babes. What you're laying down here sounded wicked, bitch genocidal.
What the fuck are you talking about? I am not and have never been a fucking xenophobe.
Yeah, but listen, kill all the trolls. That'll be bad, you feel me? I'm a troll, remember? Maybe you should take 'em in and chill a bit. Little mint choco chip. Honk.
Shut the fuck up! You fucking insects just assassinated my father!
You're cute when you're mad, my tasty little snackachino.
Oh my god!
And then Gamzee seals his fate. He reaches out with his finger and boops Jane right on her little nose. Honk. Jake audibly gasps at the sight, but Jane does not have any sort of violent outburst of anger. Instead, she goes completely, icily silent. Gamzee smiles vacantly down at Jane, unaware of his misstep. When Jane next speaks, it is in a controlled, steady voice.
Security? Escort this troll off my ship now.
The security personnel aboard the bridge do not hesitate to follow the command. They descend on Gamzee in a swarm, grabbing him by his arms. The baby bottle tumbles out of his grasp, busting open when it falls. The remaining milk spills out, pooling in the recessed lighting of the floor. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold up! You can't just go up and throw me off board, my milky mommy.
Oh, but I can. Just watch me.
The security officers begin to pull Gamzee away, but he makes one final desperate play. I would say plea is probably what they were going for, in which case I'm gonna say, typo, baby!
We've been encountering a lot lately.
Yeah. It seems like as they go on, they didn't really care to check it as much. Anyway. Wait! Just hear me out!
What?
If you throw me out, I'll be all lost and shit, babe. You know I'll be needing you.
What? You think appealing to me with your disgusting little addiction is going to sway me? That's the funniest joke you've ever told, clown.
It's not about the milk, boo. It's about you. Jane stops.
What? What?
I need you.
What are you saying that you...
I've gone and told you about all my past struggles with the wicked green substances. I done gone and made so much progress, finding my new healthy ways to cope with the voices and redeem myself. And you've been more of a help to me than anybody, more than anything. You know, with the nightmares, I can't sleep without holding on to a motherfucker. Jane sneers. She has no idea why she thought for even a moment that he might have meant anything else.
I am so... Oh, forget it. You are despicable.
You can't just go and cut a brother off. Let's all up and think this through all reasonably and shit. I'll do motherfucking anything. Jane's eyes rake up and down the clown's, up and down Gamzee's body, like she's carefully considering her response. Her face is expressionless when she answers.
Begone, clown.
Jane turns and waves the security away. The uniformed men drag Gamzee from the bridge. The sound of honks reverberate hauntingly through the halls as the wretched jester is removed from his seat of power at last. In spite of everything, Jake can't help but be relieved. With Gamzee finally disposed of, Jane is invigorated with the strength of her own conviction. She spins on her heel and confidently strides to the captain's chair. She engages her interface, sits down, and assumes her seat of command. The time for mercy is long past. Dark Advantis must die.
No!
You won't do it.
Okay.
No.
Okay, if you take Gamzee out of that chapter completely, it's perfect.
Christ. I'm gonna say.
Is it?
I thought it was pretty good. This chapter was pretty well written and everything.
Screenshotting Begone Clown, I see you.
Begone, clown! Goodbye.
Yes, I did just do that. I'm gonna give that a 1.5. 1.5 is, I think, a fair score for that. Gamzee's gone, which automatically puts this up on the scores.
How do you know Gamzee's gone?
I mean, he's not gone from the story, but he's not fucking sucking on titty milk anymore, which I think is a positive.
I mean, yes and no, because now he's gonna go crazy again.
I mean...
And you remember what happened last time he got off his fucking drugs?
I do remember.
I wonder if he'll help Karkat then.
I don't know.
Actually, he might go to Karkat.
That's true. That's true.
Having fucking Gamzee on their side, they're gonna win.
Yeah, no, like
He is a
monster.
He's got plot armor. I bet he even has plot armor, even though he's not in the real plot anymore.
Yeah.
He can never
He
die.
had a plot fridge before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally got fridged.
Yeah.
So that was,
They should have had him refridged.
Oh my god, look at what Son is playing. Now that we're done with the stream.
It's playing. Oh my god.
Game
how fucking fitting.
Yeah, so that's the end of the stream. Anybody have any final thoughts?
I need to re-listen to 1 Year Older. It's been a while.
I miss
It
my
has been a
wife.
while. Huh?
That's my thought. I miss my wife, Karkat.
I miss
I miss my wife, Karkat.
I miss my wife, Tails. Alright, I'm stopping the recording now. That was fun. Bye.
Fucking, you know my Dave Strider pictures?
Yeah?
So I finally posted them on Instagram.
Oh, right.
And
I should
one of
stop
my
recording
friends
now.
commented. One of my friends commented